Hi there. I'm Michelle Cruzy, the cosmetic tattoo artist behind Belle, located inside the beautiful spa of Brookfield, just outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've co-owned a body tattoo studio in Greenfield for over 15 years, and in 2025, I found my true calling in permanent makeup. I'm so excited that you're here, and I want to take a few minutes to walk you through what this whole process looks like before we get started. So first things first, permanent makeup is not the same thing as body tattooing. Yes, they're both tattoos, but the tools, the products, the depth we work at, and the pigments that we use are completely different. Everything I use is specifically formulated for the face, and the results are also designed to mimic your everyday cosmetics. And unlike a body tattoo, it will fade over time, which is actually a good thing because it gives us flexibility. Now, how long will it last? Typically somewhere between 1 and 3 years, although for some people it could last up to 5. It really depends on a lot of individual factors, such as your age, your skin type, your ethnicity, your lifestyle, and even the medications that you take. If you're out in the sun a lot or spend a lot of time in water, you can expect it to fade a little faster. And if you're using chemical exfoliants like retinols, AHA, BHAs in your skincare routine, those will speed up the fading process too. One more thing before your appointment. There's a few things to avoid in the days leading up to your visit, like aspirin, ibuprofen, fish oil, and caffeine, since these can cause extra bleeding and bruising. And if you have a history of cold sores and you're interested in a lip procedure, please reach out to your doctor ahead of time about an antiviral medication. That is a must before we can move forward with that service. So, what actually happens when you come in? Let's walk through it together. We'll start by choosing your colors. I'll take your skin tone and natural hair color into account. And I love it when clients bring their everyday makeup along, even wear it to the appointment. It gives me a great reference point. Just keep in mind the pigment I implant sits inside your skin, not on top of it. So it may not be an exact match to what's in your makeup bag. That's totally normal. I also love it when clients bring the inspiration photos on their phone. Seriously. Screenshot everything that catches your eye. It helps me understand your style and what you're drawn to. Before we start, I'll have you fill out a digital consent and release form covering health information if you haven't already done that ahead of time. Then I'll cleanse the area and snap some before photos, and we'll move into the design phase together. This part is a collaboration. I want to hear everything that you're thinking. I encourage you to speak up and be honest. The goal is for you to love the result. As for the procedure itself, I use some incredibly fine needles, some as small as 0.2 millimeters, to layer tiny pixels of pigment into the skin and gradually build up the color. I do apply a topical numbing agent shortly after we begin, and most clients say the sensation is more annoying than painful. But if you're feeling anxious about the discomfort, just let me know, and we can talk about numbing options before we even get started. During the procedure, if you need more numbing at any point, just raise your hand and I've got you. Once we're done, we'll look at the results together and make any final touches or revisions before I take your after photos. One thing I do want you to be prepared for, your new tattoo will look darker at first than the finished result. That's completely normal. You're going to lose anywhere between 30 to 50% of that initial color as you heal, so don't panic if it looks bold right away. Around days 5 through 7, the skin will start to dry and flake. Please let that happen naturally without picking. The flaking phase usually wraps up within 10 to 14 days, and after that you might notice the color looks really soft or even seems to disappear a bit, but we call that ghosting, and it's just part of the healing process. It doesn't necessarily mean the pigment didn't take. It often just means that your skin is still settling with new cells generating over what we just tattooed. That's exactly why this is a two-step process. Your perfecting session, where we can deepen the color, refine the shape, and make any tweaks, should happen no sooner than 6 to 8 weeks after your first appointment, or 10 to 12 weeks if you have more mature skin. In the meantime, for at least the first week, please try to keep your tattoo dry. No showers directly on the area, no hot tubs, no pools. Avoid direct sun and skip the makeup on that area until the flaking is fully done. For the first 72 hours, it's also best to steer clear of heavy workouts, hot yoga, and dirty environments. And don't worry, you won't be sent home without support. Every client leaves with everything they need to heal: soap, antiseptic wipes, face shields for the shower, and aftercare ointment. Plus, printed aftercare instructions and a full rundown before you walk out the door. I'm always just a message away if any questions come up. please don't hesitate to reach out. I can't wait to meet you and talk through your goals together. Thanks so much for watching.